It all started when I decided to take a road trip through the dense wilderness of Pennsylvania, drawn by whispers of a forgotten legend about a mysterious creature, a being the locals referred to as the Pine Banshee. They spoke of her in hushed tones at the gas station, their faces pale and eyes wide with fear. They said she'd lure travelers deep into the woods with her haunting song, silencing even the most stubborn birds. As dusk fell, I found myself pulled into the thick embrace of the pines, the sun surrendering to shadows that stretched like dark fingers across the ground. The air grew heavier, filled with the sweet decay of moss and damp earth as I ventured deeper. My car was parked far behind, and soon the path disappeared, swallowed by the forest grip. That's when I first heard the melody, a mournful tune that seemed to rise from the very heart of the woods. It was captivating, unlike anything I'd ever encountered. It called to something deep within me, pulling me forward despite the gnawing sense of dread gnashing at my gut. As I walked, the songs transformed into whispers, weaving through the trees, brushing against my skin like the softest breath. I fought against the urge to turn back, but those whispers promised knowledge, secrets held by the Pine Banshee herself, if only I dared to follow. The voices grew louder as the air chilled around me, colder than the grave, and soon I stumbled into a clearing bathed in silver moonlight. There, beneath the ancient branches, I finally saw her, a figure draped in black, her face obscured, yet I could feel her gaze piercing through the darkness. The melody shifted, no longer confining itself to the haunting beauty it once possessed. It became a cacophony of despair, and in that moment, I understood. The stories weren't just tales to scare children, they were warnings. My heart raced as her fingers beckoned. I turned to flee, but roots twisted around my legs, pulling me down into the loamy earth. As the last notes of her song echoed in my ears, I realized the truth many had come before me, enchanted by her call, never to leave the woods again. Sometimes in the careful chatter of the night, you might still hear her cries, forever searching for the next lost soul to join her, haunting him.